Alright geeks, you know the drill. This Computex Taipei 2016 coverage was made possible by Kyoto Technologies, Corsair, Lucro PC and Tech Armory. Show them some love by clicking on the links below. Alright guys, now I'm with Alan and he's going to be explaining to us about the lapdog and the bulldog as well, the Pro. Last year, it was a K65, wasn't it?
Yes.
Inside in the lapdog. Yeah.
Due to the popularity of the K65, we've added compatibility for also K70. Right, K70 is our most popular keyboard overall, and we didn't want users to feel left out solely because they don't have a K65, right? So now you have support for both 10 keyless K65 and the full-size K70.
So for this station, what we're showing off here is the audio visualizer. So with the music, it's synced to the keyboard to act as a EQ. So, peaks, highs, and lows, it will just go through that. So this is something that we implemented, I think, two versions ago. What's interesting about the Void Surround is we have the traditional 3.5mm pole, so you're able to use this with your cell phone with Xbox controller or PS4 controller as well.
That's good. Yeah.
Now, if you want to use Dolby for Dolby, all you have to do is just plug this into the dongle itself, and then you can have access to Q as well.
So we have our SP120 RGBs and our HD120 RGBs. The difference between these two is that this one has 4 RGB LEDs in the hub, and they're one zone controllable, so you can make it go whatever color you want, and you can do effects. They're also Corsair Link compatible, so with software you can change the colors of anything you want. Now with the HD120 RGB LEDs, they're 12 individually addressable RGBs, so you can do RGB effects within the fan. They're also software controllable, so they'll be able to do the same sort of software controlled LED animations that our keyboards do. So K70 like RGB animations out of fans.
As you can see from last year, it's changed quite a bit. It's no longer a massive block of brushed aluminum. We've reduced the feet by quite a bit because it did look, it had a very polarizing response to it. So we still kept with the aluminum feet. We wanted to give it to you guys for that. It's a powdered black finish on them, but they're much smaller, so it doesn't stick out kind of like a head crab. H5SF liquid cooler, low profile liquid cooler. Its design was to, as any lower end ITX motherboard does not have VRM heat sinks, it allows to create enough airflow to suck the heat from the top and pass it through the back.
The first one we're launching worldwide is the Vengeance LED. Obviously, the name tells you that it comes with LED already. There'll be 2 versions, white LED and red LED. These 2 versions is LEDs on board, so it doesn't require any external power. And also, each module comes with a microcontroller. That means we will be able to provide a software later on down the road to support, allow customers to adjust the activity on the LED. A special edition refresh to the product family. Material-wise, it's same as the current Dominator, but the finish is a little bit different. We have 2 versions again. Chrome, which is the polished mirror finished, and we have blackout. And these, since they're special edition, they're limited to 500 kits each version, and there won't be any label. Yes, very limited. There won't be any label on the module. We will use a laser engraving the spec directly onto the side plate.
We have a white version of the 400C. So we had a lot of people. A lot of people said, we love 400C. It's so cool. We want to buy it, but don't you guys have a white version? And we said, well, don't you think the white version will look kind of like a refrigerator? And they said, no, make it. Okay, fine. So we made a white version, and it doesn't look like a fridge. They were right. We should have made it.
It looks cool, yeah.
It looks nice, yeah. This is the Hydro GFX 1080, right? So this is MSI and Corsair work together on this. We designed the liquid cooling. They do this PCB and the GPU. So it's a 1080 graphics card with a Corsair liquid cooler on it. So you can overclock your 1080 even better. It keeps really consistent performance. If you see, actually, even though 1080 is low power card, only 165, 170 watts, whatever. Even though it's that, it'll still actually have drops because of the heating issue. Sometimes will go high and power delivery, throttling a little bit. So if you put this on, you get a higher clock speed on the core, and you have less of the frequent drops. Much smoother gameplay, better frame rate.
Alright geeks, you know the drill. This Computex Taipei 2016 coverage was made possible by Kyoto Technologies, Corsair, Lucro PC and Tech Armory. Show them some love by clicking on the links below.